Today we have huge reveals in the world of Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, from drama in the community, the new official gameplay images for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, certain GT characters not coming back to Dragon Ball Sparking Zero's base roster, us potentially seeing GT characters playable in a gameplay demo soon, an official updated demo build, as well as the return of one of Goku's original English voice actors. First, let's look at some gameplay images. Now wait, hold on for a minute. There's something I want to talk about, and it's because apparently the actual character roster for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero has been officially leaked. So here it comes from Dragon Ball Hype. He says, important, a Japanese media company uploaded Sparking Zero gameplay on their YouTube channel, which was unlisted, but some Japanese fans found it. The video reveals the entire roster of the game, so please be careful now because the leaks will be coming, unfortunately. It'll be hard to avoid the spoilers. I would say that this is probably one of the worst case scenarios to actually happen for the actual game. And to be honest, here's the thing, Bandai Namco, they've been so I feel like there's been a lot of inconsistency here. It's like you want to keep the game a surprise, you want to keep certain things hype, but then you put in a lot of these characters in demos. And it's gotten to the point where we had characters shown off in the demo before the actual official trailer. And now we apparently have a situation where we actually have the full character roster. I'm not gonna lie, it's bad. Yes, we have a lot of the hype characters and a lot of the things that we initially thought was gonna be true are false. But you know what? It shouldn't have been like this. I think that company, which honestly, that certain Japanese company, which did, which did have the full character roster, they were completely and utterly dumb. They should not have put it on their page. They should have been a lot more smarter. It's absolutely their fault. And because of that, then now it's gotten to a situation where everyone knows the character roster now. That means that the trailers are insignificant. Well, at least to a point, at least in terms of reveals, because we still have to show off their actual attacks. But the fact of the matter is, there's actually gameplay out of there is actually gameplay that's out that shouldn't even have been out because they haven't even been officially confirmed or revealed yet. I don't know, it's so stupid. I've been under the stance that, we shouldn't be getting so much public demos. People shouldn't have been able to show off so many characters. A lot of the character hype, a lot of the showcasing characters should have strictly been it should have been replaced by, at least maybe showing off the custom battle, showing off some teasers of that. But we have this situation and, people are actually posting images of the actual character roster. And it's hello, you're doing that. Bandai Namco is probably not going to like it. It's come on, man. It's you're risking your relationship with Bandai Namco if you're actually posting the full character roster and the videos on your channel. They don't play. This happened with another creator, guys. It's someone broke embargo, or they broke, the terms of when they were supposed to release footage, and they got copyright striked out from oblivion. And this happened not too long ago. I don't know. I think people are just hype. They want to see every single thing, and this type of logic, it just affects everyone. So no. Obviously, I know a lot of you are going to disagree, and I don't give a fuck because I think that this is bullshit. I don't care if you disagree. I don't care if you have oh, well, you're wrong. I don't care about that bullshit. I think that this is, because at the end of the day, I think that this is BS. We could have had a situation where a lot of things were kept surprise. We could have just had the trailers. We could have had maybe a small amount of demo gameplay. But instead, we have a bunch of oversaturation, and quite frankly, it's probably going to get to a situation where a ton of demos are going to. It's at that point, why are you even updating a demo build? Hello, it's a demo. Come on. Take away from the final game, man. Take away from the final freaking game. And now we have this crap. You know, tons of demo gameplay. All basically characters being showcased. No surprises. And now the character roster got leaked. You know, it's like some of these branches, man. Like, they handle these things in different ways, and it's stupid. So, you know, for me, I personally, obviously, I blame that Japanese company that did this, that created the situation. They're dumb. They're actually stupid. But, you know what? In terms of but you know, with Bandai Namco, you know, I feel like a lot of things could have been different with how they handled this game. Man. Leak culture and all that stuff, you just can't avoid it. And now, I believe like even bigger accounts are for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero even outright post the images. It is like there's just no care. For me, I'm not gonna post it. If any Bandai now, if the situation ever occurs where we actually have like Ultra Instinct Goku gameplay that's actually official that comes out, I don't even know if I want to cover it, because like at that point, like I freaking hate this. I just really, really hate this. And this is one of those situations where, you know, like I said earlier, I don't give a fuck if you disagree with me. Disagree, then come on. But I would rather argue my point than freaking back down and be like, oh, well, yeah, everything is fine. I'm going to pretend that everything is fine. Everything is cool when it's not. I don't know. As far as content creators go, I don't know what's really going to happen in regards to leaks and all that stuff. What are they actually going to do? What type of message will Bandai Namco send moving forward? What will they do? That will be interesting. Anyway, let's go back to the original video and the actual gameplay images. So obviously some of these are new and others are pretty much straight from the trailer but touched up. I do know that it looks like the image with Baby Vegeta using the Super Gallic gun, that one is new. That was not in the original trailer. Obviously these comes from the official Dragon Ball Sparking Zero website, which shows off like all the new characters and pretty much, you know, the website updates every time we get a trailer. Let me see. In terms of the character roster, let's look at that. Because honestly, we don't really get that much important website updates other than when the trailer comes out. So the character roster is very interesting in that we have 10 character roster spots left. Now, funny thing, if you look in the middle, you can see like Goku, Ultra Instinct Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, Base Gogeta, Super Saiyan God Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Goku. So who is going to be in the middle? That is going to be an interesting thing. Personally, I think Super Gogeta from the Dragon Ball Z movie 12 would be a good option. After all, he's still one of the most iconic versions of Gogeta, even despite, you know, them canonizing him. You know, Gogeta versus Janemba was like one of the best things from some of the older Dragon Ball Z movies, and they could always add in Super Janemba. Let me see, who else? God of Destruction Topo is also an option. Dragon Ball's Kid Goku. I know we definitely have him from the older games. And we also have him from like that leak, well, not that leak, but from him being shown in the story cutscene, which was like a very low quality. But yes, we only have 10 character roster spots left. It's going to be interesting to see who all of these characters will be revealed. What would actually be cool if they decided to say, hey, we actually have more characters to reveal, and then they put up a bunch of new hexagons and all that stuff that kind of like gives us much more new reveals. But if they don't do that, then obviously I don't really mind. I personally suspect that either around the end of this month, around TGS, or in early October is when we're likely to get another trailer. Although, honestly, if they decide, hey, we don't want to do another trailer, then that would actually like fit in regards to their pattern. Let's kind of like look at the bad news. And the bad news is that Nuova Shenron and Super 17 are not in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Yep, that's right. So when you look at Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, they actually have around a small sized Dragon Ball GT roster. They had the main characters, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, Omega Shenron. But and even GT Goku, Pan, they also omitted a lot of characters like Rage Shenron. We didn't have Ice Shenron. There was a bunch of characters. We didn't have General Rildo too. And the pattern kind of like continues with Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, except for the fact that we don't have Super 17 and Nuova Shenron, which I think honestly is disappointing. I actually would have loved it if Super 17 was in the very base game. Same with Nuova Shenron. But, if they decide to make them DLC, then you know what? I'd be happy with it. Especially if it means like better animations and they look really good and they actually put their heart and soul into the character models, the movesets, etc. The thing is, I think that a game like Dragon Ball Legends has pretty much like one of the best looking versions of how Super 17 looks in terms of animations, and we could have had that if he was in the base game for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. But of course, animations like this are always an option for when he actually comes out as DLC, or if he comes out as DLC. There's no real confirmation. What we know for a fact is that 2 of the DLCs will be focused solely on Dragon Ball Daima and Dragon Ball Super Superhero. So the question is, what will the 3rd DLC be focused on? Will it just be a random assortment of characters? Will there be a specific theme? Like, what are they going for? That's honestly the big question. And obviously, I would say don't take stock in anyone who says, oh, well, Super 17 is never going to be DLC, or this character is never coming in as DLC. Because the fact is, anything can happen. Companies can change their mind. Companies can add new characters. When you look at Dragon Ball Xenoverse 1, for example, they did omit certain characters and put them as DLC. So it's always a possibility that we might have more GT characters. Or it could just be completely random and they'll add in like certain super characters, certain GT, certain original Dragon Ball. It has also been confirmed that we will in fact have a demo at TGS. So obviously here it shows off the dates, but apparently it says at the Bandai Namco Entertainment booth, 2 types of demo stations will be set up where you can play Dragon Ball Sparking Zero in versus, one player versus computer, and custom battle. Yes, this is actually the first time where we actually have something beyond character demo gameplay. So the fact that we actually see the custom battle is actually a good thing. Here it says, custom battle is a mode where you enjoy creating various scenarios and battle situations. During the TGS 2024 demo, you can try out original battle situations created by the 6 cast members of the TGS program team this competition to decide the strongest. Here it says Battle 1 vs. Com is the game version used in the demo tour. So apparently this is an updated demo. The waiting line and play stations will differ on the context of the battle versus com and custom battle trials. Furthermore, apparently we might be getting video showcases around the 21st. Here it says, TGS 2024 special program, team competition to decide the strongest to be released. Team A versus Team B, 921, 922, and 928. The distribution channel is Bandai Namco Entertainment official YouTube channel. The cast, there is a cast, and the times, well, there you have it listed. So what I think, because honestly, this is a Japanese site and I don't understand Japanese, but what I speculate is that they're gonna show off gameplay videos, well, kind of like online matches, and both teams are gonna fight against each other, and they're gonna release that on the Bandai Namco official page. We actually had this a couple months ago with the earlier demo, and we also had this for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, Dragon Ball, the Breakers. So yeah, if I'm looking at this correctly, then what I suspect is that we will be getting official gameplay videos, and it could show off new characters. It can show off, maybe even GT. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's TGS 2024. That's like one of the big events in Japan. Let me start off by saying that this is a theory of mine. This is not a fact. I don't talk with Rhymestyle or any of these people. I don't have any insider information, but I suspect that we will be getting actual demo gameplay of Dragon Ball GT characters very, very soon. And it all starts off with Rhymestyle's videos. So let's start off with one of his videos from August and then the other video from today.
A little birdie told me that you might be getting some more gameplay in a couple of weeks. I won't say when though, it's gonna be a surprise. You're gonna see a random upload of Sparking Zero with a different build in a couple weeks. Just a little hint. That's all I'm gonna say. That said, I'll see you guys in the comments, and of course, stay tuned in the near future because I may or may not have some for you very, very soon. That's all I will say. I'll see you guys in the comments in this video.
This is going to be special. I can feel it.
All right. Take note that all four of them are in the same room, so what I suspect is that Bandai Namco likely invited all four of them to actually play the demo, the updated version of Dragon Ball Sparking Zero's demo, which shows off the Dragon Ball GT character. So I guess I was wrong in that. It's like what happened with Gamescom. That wonderful demo that included Super Vegeta, Super Saiyan 2 Kid Gohan, all of the boos, and spoiled all the characters before the trailer. Just like that, during that time range, remember, the Gamescom demos footage came out first. And then eventually we had Rhymestyle, we had a bunch of other creators actually post their own demo gameplay of it. So here's what I suspect. I suspect that around a certain time, we're going to be getting a bunch of gameplay footage for Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Omega Shenron, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. What I think is that it might happen right around TGS. I actually think this would make the most sense because around TGS, they're advertising that it's the latest game demo. And the thing is, it wouldn't really make sense for the US creators to only have access to the GT characters when, a bunch of branches could just do the same thing. So obviously, I don't think it's going to be exclusive to Rhymestyle's channel, but I do think that they're going to be posted right around the same time. I don't know if the Bandai Namco UK are going to get the same demo, but what I suspect is that Dragon Ball Sparking Zero's updated game demo will be right around TGS, and that's when the US creators are likely going to be able to actually post it. So that footage you're seeing with all four of them in the same screen, I'm telling you, what I think is that they were probably allowed to actually record their own gameplay. And obviously the alternative is he means much sooner. And so in that case, it could likely appear later on today. It could even appear an hour from now. It could even appear early next week. We don't really know, honestly. Anyway, for some other good news, Apparently, according to Dragon Ball Hype, Stephanie Nadolny, I'm pronouncing her last name wrong, is set to return for the English dub of Dragon Ball Daima via Geekdom. So obviously, if you didn't know, she was the original voice actor for GT Kid Goku in the original Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball GT. So her coming back for Dragon Ball Daima is a good thing because she is the definitive version of Goku, Kid Goku. At least I hope we have her for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero as a Daima DLC.